Hello my friends, welcome back to Lore Creations. Hope you guys are having a great week and a happy hump day, and I'll be happy to get this week over with. So I got some time down here. I've been working on some dioramas. I'm making another 1/6 scale here. I'm just carving it up and I can show you guys real quick. Carving it up and getting it ready. It's going to be a German type of environment from World War II for a customer on eBay that I've been making things for. So just working on that down here, and I just wanted to share with you and do a video on my 1/12 scale custom display. This one is very similar to my 1/6 scale that I just made. And I really wanted to make something similar for this particular Hammerhead figure. For any kind of street type of hero, villain, it can be used for so much. So I have this one on eBay. I'm probably going to take it off and keep it myself. I've had it on for quite a few days. I lowered the price as low as I want to go, and still no bites. So I am not going to just give this away, because this took me a lot of time and a lot of effort. It's not a very large piece, but it's very detailed. I took my time with it, and I try to create the best to my ability and to make folks happy. But I'm no longer just going to lower the price and give it away just to sell it. I'd rather keep it. There comes a point where an artist, and I do consider myself an artist, you want to be somewhat rewarded for the time and effort you put into something. And if folks, don't like it enough to spend a little bit of money, then I'll just keep it myself, because I know personally, how much work I put into this particular piece and my other pieces. So that's enough ranting and raving. I'm not looking for, astronomical prices, and I'm very reasonable, but I just feel like sometimes I just give my stuff away just to get rid of it. But no, I'm going to start keeping it. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Let's get to the diorama. So this is a 1/12 scale diorama. It's a street scene intended for Marvel Legends, McFarlane, any kind of hero or villain that's, a street villain, and Hammerhead is actually really perfect in here. And this is just a barrel that I threw in. I've been playing around, making some accessories, and we'll remove that. And the diorama is probably about 10 inches high. It's mainly 8 inches wide and probably about 6 inches deep. So, and it's made out of 1-inch insulation foam board. This particular sign I did the same way I did my 1/6 scale sign. It's magnetized here at the bottom, magnet inside the hole, and same with my signs. Those are all magnetized. And this one has a good size magnet on it, so I'll probably end up using those, so there's no chance of it coming off. And this is just the, I gave it a little bit of a base at the bottom there. I'm not really even sure where this piece came from. I actually think I 3D printed it and it was something else. So it came out really good. And this is just, so I picked these balloon straws up at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. I was going to say it's $1, but actually here in my area it went up to $1.25, but still well worth it. And I just take some wooden dowel and I put it into here. I glue it in, and then I sand everything, and that's what gives allows it to take the texture. So yeah, that's how I went ahead and made that. I can do a tutorial if you guys want to learn how to do the street signs. But it's not rocket science. It's fairly straightforward. And this Hammerhead figure is a pretty awesome figure. I really like it a lot. It just has a lot of detail. He looks pretty menacing. And he's just a cool street villain. And so I think he's perfect for this particular display. So let's, actually I still have to magnetize it. So I just have it non-magnetized. So let's go over this paint work here. This this crackling effect I achieved with Green Stuff World Crackle Paint, but I took a painter's knife and I applied it nice and smooth where you don't get the brush strokes, so you get that nice chipping. I think this is intended for like terrain and not so much for a wall, because it kind of chipped like it belongs, you know, like an earth terrain, which really looks pretty awesome as. But I think it came out pretty good here. And this is just a 3D printed vent. So I created that. Just some foam board strips painted. I did my brickwork. Just, I probably made them a little bit too long, but that's okay. Bricks come in all different sizes. I did some grout throughout, not completely, just to break it up a little bit. I did a little bit of poster here, printed that up, sized it in Word, weathered it in Mod Podge with some water to the piece. And just did a sign here, printed that up, attached it to some chipboard, and that's what gives the sign. So a lot of time and effort. You know, the weathering I didn't go too crazy on. I don't know if you guys can maybe see the little bit of weathering I did, and it's very subtle compared to what I usually do. So I just wanted to show you that back wall. So let's check out the base. So I gave a little bit of a different you know, pattern in regards to the sidewalk. Well, I should say to the actual street, and this would be the sidewalk. And this here, what I made on my Cricut, I printed it, cut it out, glued it to a piece of foam, and used my hot wire knife and just went in between, and that's what gave me the that particular vent. And I don't know if you guys can see I wish you could see the subtlety of the weathering in the greens and, you know, the little bit of rust. I know you can see it here because I went a little heavy there. And I did some, you know, a little bit of trash. I didn't go crazy with the trash. And yeah, and just carved out the sidewalk and so on and so forth. So I think this is actually a really good display for that particular Hammerhead figure. And I'm pretty happy with it. So, and you know, I could make some trash bags and different accessories, and I'll show you how this street sign goes back in. It just goes as such. So there's a pretty strong magnet in there, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. So it just clicks in. And then this also allows you to rotate it to where you can put the signage any way you want it. So I like it kind of like that. And that's about it, guys. And I just wanted to show you, share with you. But this Crackle Paint from Green Stuff World is pretty awesome. But I don't recommend brushing it on. I recommend taking a painter's knife and just smoothing it on like you're frosting a cake. And the thicker the layer, the more pronounced the cracks will be. The thinner the layer, the smaller cracks. So I don't know if you guys can see. Let's take a quick look. If you see over here, I kind of went a lot thinner. So you can see the particular size of the cracks. And then over here, obviously I went a little thicker. So those pieces are a lot thicker. And so the thickness of the how you apply the paint makes a large difference in regards to the type of effect you get. So yeah, Green Stuff World, pretty awesome. I really like their accessories and paints and everything that they have to offer. So that's about it, folks. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for a video on this particular piece here when I finish it up. And I'll check in with you guys at a later time. You guys enjoy your night and have a great week.